Up here this year, so we wanted to bring the show over here. Last year we raised almost $4,000 in tips and raffle combined that we were able to donate to the Toys for Tots campaign that the Marines raise money for every year, which is great. So we wanted to give Rotterdam residents the opportunity this year, and we got to team up with them and do our show.
And from what I understand, the two sergeants have agreed to be our judges tonight for our barstool banter and our ranting. So you're going to see some people coming up to rant, and you can judge Lisa to see how good they are, or bad they are. How's that sound, Lisa?
I'm a tough judge.
Oh, she's going to be a tough judge. Lisa, talk about what you've been doing lately, recently, up and coming. Give the viewers here tonight a little sense of what this is all about.
We've been doing Toys for Tots and collecting toys for needy children. So we had our holiday train ride that just went over New York State last weekend, and we went from Bainbridge all the way to Delancing, and then on day 2 we went from Mechanicville all the way up to Rouse's Point, delivering coats, hats, gloves, toys. It was awesome.
What is it like as the life of a sergeant?
You don't think so? You don't think there's boss people around?
What is your day to day outside of what you're doing right now? Obviously with the Toys for Tots, but outside of that, your day to day. Give us a little idea what it's like to be you.
Wake up at 0:30 and PT and just run forever, and then get up, go to work, and just kind of go throughout the rest of your day and get yelled at or yell at people.
Something you obviously enjoy.
I do.
Thank you. Nice round of applause for Lisa Alexander, and why don't we get Sergeant Atkinson to say a few words as well. And Sergeant, give us your take on this night and what this means for you.
This is absolutely amazing to be here. Last year I've heard the organization with this event raised over $4,000 for the organization. That's truly amazing. This year especially with the recent hurricane and the other natural disasters going on, this is just this amazing event that's going on tonight. So we really need this. The area itself really needs this event. So,
well, we got a nice turnout.
Yeah, this is a great turnout tonight, absolutely. And I got the Pittsburgh and Cleveland game to go with it, so what a great night for it.
You enjoy your job as much as it sounds like Lisa does?
He's not better, no.
We're a little bit different ends of the spectrum, but yeah, we're definitely on the same path about getting the job done and making sure things happen in the United States Marine Corps.
There you go. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. You guys will be here throughout the course of the evening, and they will judge the rants that will go on later, John, and we need to start signing people up for the rants. We can get as many as 10 people signed up for the rants, and we're going to give away some prizes as well tonight.
Roger, let me go through what our prizes are. So we're going to give away a first place prize tonight and a second place prize tonight. This is by far the most we've ever had to give away, and it's great for an event like this, so let me run through it real quick. First place tonight will receive a $50 gift card to Mohawk Army Navy, a $50 BP gas card, $50 gift card to Boers Tires in Schenectady where you can get your new winter tires, 4 tickets to a Syracuse Bucknell basketball game at the Dome on Tuesday, December 20th.
This is all for the first place.
All for first place. 2 lift tickets to Mount Snow, 1 annual gym membership to Anytime Fitness in Rotterdam, which I think they value at about $500 right there. And then 4 tickets to this Saturday's Nutcracker that's being performed at Proctor's Theater.
You're still on the first place?
That's first place.
Wow.
Second place tonight will receive a $50 gift card to Mohawk Army Navy, a $50 BP gas card, 4 tickets to the Nutcracker at Proctor's on Saturday, and another annual membership to Anytime Fitness right here in Rotterdam.
All right, there you go. Those are phenomenal prizes. What we need for you to do is to sign up, and we will have a few out and about with their clipboards ready to roll. I know Dom DeFrucio is in the house. We've got Ryan in the house, Ryan Murray. They'll be out there asking you if you'd like to sign up and rant.
Roger, when I saw these prizes, I wasn't sure if this was Barstool Banter or The Price is Right.
Yeah, no kidding. Those are the best we've had so far. And appropriately enough, on the Toys for Tots night, we have the best prizes that we'll be giving away for the ranting a bit later on. All right, you want to open up with some NFL?
All right, let's do some NFL. Let's take a look at what we picked last week. For those of you who are unaware of the format of our show, every week Rodger and I make picks on the local football teams. So last week we had 5 games to pick from. We had the Seattle-Philadelphia game, the Buffalo-Tennessee game, the New York Jets. Whoever the Jets played. We have the Giants and the Packers.
The Jets played Washington.
And then the New England Patriots in Indianapolis. So we're going to run down those real quick. Rodger, we both went 3-2, so finally I got myself back into my winning ways. You stayed with your winning ways, but at least I got to tie you this week.
Well, congratulations, John. You got a nice week going there.
Our differences last week where I had Tennessee over Buffalo, which hit. However, you had the Giants. I took Green Bay. The Giants should have possibly won that game flat out, but bing, 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 field goal, game over.
That was close. The Giants almost pulled off the upset last week, and now the question is, can the Giants go to Dallas and get what would be a huge victory? The win over Green Bay would have been great, but this was the one that really counts.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they did impress me. They played horrible against the Saints, but then you look at possibly the best offense in the NFL with Aaron Rodgers, and they came out and played. Their defense still let up a lot of points, but their offense was able to keep up for the most part and score there at the end and stay in the game. So Dallas has been playing pretty down, but you know, NFC East rivals, you're going into Dallas, it's going to be a tough game.
I mean, Dallas should have won last week. I don't know what that timeout was all about on the sidelines there. They should have won that game, but they didn't, and that helped the Giants in a big way. That would have been a huge win for Dallas in that division.
Yeah, so right now it's, you know, the 1-game lead Dallas has, so if the Giants beat them this week head-to-head, they'll be tied, but the Giants will have them in head-to-head.
Why don't we just start there, because I know you're going to pick the Giants, and so am I.
Well, all right, so we'll go in reverse order. That's going to be this week's Sunday night game. So we'll start there. Dallas is home. They're a 3.5-point favorite, which is kind of surprising to me the way both teams have been playing and the way that, you know, the teams have been trending lately. So you guessed it. I mean, I'm obviously going to take the Giants.
Yeah, I like the Giants, and I'll pick the Giants. I think that if they don't win this game, it's really going to get ugly, to be honest with you. And they've lost 4 in a row. They need this one in the worst kind of way.
All right, now here we're moving right along. It's an interesting one. San Diego is home. They've been playing really bad, except they did win last week. They're home against the Bills. 7-point favorite, San Diego.
I'm going with the Chargers at home. I think they're playing a little bit better than they have been. The Bills are just so injured. I cannot go with Buffalo here. I think San Diego at home, coming off the way they played this past week, I think they're going to roll, to be honest with you.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Rodger. The way Buffalo's been playing. I remember the last time we were here, we had that great ranter, Rodger, that was all pumped up on Buffalo. I didn't want to break her spirits, but I kind of had a bad feeling that this may be how the season was going to turn. I don't know if she's in the house tonight, but if she is, maybe she wants to rant again.
Such a great start. What are they now, 5-7, John?
Yeah, they've fallen apart. Injuries hurt, but you know, Fitzpatrick isn't playing well anymore, and you know, their defense is giving up points now. So moving right along, I'll let you introduce this game, and I'll give you my pick. This way, I can't always agree with you.
All right, New England against Washington. It is in Washington, and the Patriots are favored by only 8. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm guessing you know my pick, and I think I know your pick. I'm going to take the Patriots.
You got to.
I mean, you know what that is? That is that the Patriots gave up 14 points in the last 3 minutes against the Colts last week, so that brought the line way down, but that was an aberration of the Patriots, and they're not going to play another close game against a bad team. So
that is a blowout, and New England is going to roll in that game.
All right. 2 more games left. We have Miami at home against Philadelphia. Philadelphia has been through all types of problems this year. Miami's actually started turning it on as of late. Miami's home and they're a 3-point favorite. Rodger, take your pick.
Miami at home, a 3-point favorite. You know what? I think Tony Sperano has a chance to save his job. I really do. After the 0-7 start, and those 7 losses, there were some close games. They should have won a number of those games, including the loss to the Giants. I'm going to go with Miami at home.
All right, I'm gonna stay on the bandwagon. I mean, Miami has been playing well. We all know that the Eagles have not been playing well. Michael Vick will be back this week. However, you know, who knows if he's going to be able to stay in the whole game if he doesn't re-injure those ribs. One of my friends, who is also a manager at Recovery, is a diehard Dolphins fan, so I am picking the Dolphins.
All right, so we're both. So do we have any disagreements at all, John?
But we're going to disagree on this one.
All right.
I'm going to make sure of it. I'm just going to pick the opposite of whatever.
What do you got?
So the Jets are home, 10.5-point favorites over Kansas City. Kansas City is obviously all banged up. The Jets have been playing better lately. I'll let you take your pick.
I'm going to take the Jets. Go ahead, take the Chiefs.
I'm going to take Kansas City.
You're going to take Kansas City. That is, you might as well just pencil that in for an L right now.
Yeah, well, we couldn't agree on all of them, so I'll suck it up. All right, well, real quick, Rodger, before I don't even know if we talked about this yet, Rodger, but our special guest tonight, for those of you who are unaware, Coach Rick Bennett. He's the head coach of the Union hockey team. He'll be in the house in a little bit. He'll be our special guest interview tonight. You get into it in more detail later, but very successful Union hockey team. It's Rick's first year as the coach. They already went to Michigan this year and beat Michigan on their home ice, which is a tough place to play in the NCAAs.
And they're going to Lake Placid this weekend. They'll play RPI in Lake Placid on Saturday, part of a tournament that they're doing in Lake Placid called the Festivus Face-Off at Herb Brooks Arena in Lake Placid. And Union is an NCAA tournament team from last year, and they're really good this year. They're off to a 7-3-5 start. They're 3-2-2 in the ECAC. And I say I'm anxious to talk to Rick Bennett because on January the 13th, they've been invited to play Harvard at Fenway Park in Boston outdoors. And how cool is that for the Union hockey team? So that is coming up on January 13th. We'll get Rick to comment on that and talk about this weekend's opponent, which is RPI. They already beat RPI once this year. This will not count in the league standings, but still, it's RPI and Union, a great rivalry game. And the only thing negative about Union right now is they've got some injuries and they've got some health issues with some of their players. I don't know if the starting goaltender is going to play this weekend. So a lot to talk about with Rick Bennett coming up at, what, 7:30 tonight.
All right.
The other thing, John, is you're putting me behind the bar tonight.
Rodger, we're going to include you in our tips for tots night, and we're going to let you serve some of our guests some beer, some mixed drinks, some wine, maybe even some soda, that's what they're drinking, and hope that with you back there and your big name and your great personality that we could pull in some more tips for the great cause tonight.
I will be more than happy to help out, and actually I'm going to do something right now behind the bar because our camera, a photographer, has to go back to the station to get the newscast going tonight, so he can't stay till 9 o'clock. So I'm actually going to go behind the bar like right now and serve somebody a couple of drinks, and our camera person Alex here is going to get a few pictures of me doing that, take it back to for the newscast on News Channel 13 live at 11 tonight.
Now, Rodger, can anybody else in the capital region or anywhere else in the country for that matter say they have been served a drink by Rodger Weiland at a bar?
I don't know. I've only ever done it like one time and I wasn't very good at it, but anyway, I'm going to go behind the bar and serve some cocktails.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Coach Bennett should be here shortly. If he's not, we have a few more things we could talk about, including Major League Baseball and Albert Pujols and Jose Reyes and that whole thing.
And maybe a little Sienna win over you all, but